District Court, Defendant's Lobby number 1. What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean... No, I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma. He was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks. Also, he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now, his successor? Wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. It's no good. Mystic Maya. Wait, who's this now? Oh, wait, she actually came? Oh. Pearly. You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? I'd rather her not be here. Giant afro. I don't think that would fit through the door, honestly. Mother's watching over the trainees. She said they have training in 2 days for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yep, I snuck out of the manor and followed a map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Oh god. Of course not. I ran. She ran all the way here. Wow. That's... I can't... Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train... Oh man. Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a train? I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Edgeworth? Who's that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. It's like a love-hate relationship. Objection! I still remember him as if I had just seen him only yesterday. Objection! Objection! Every trial was a scorching fierce battle until the very end. It was just two guys in the middle of a courtroom yelling objection at each other while the court proceedings were going on. I think the judge wanted them kicked out at one point. It was always back and forth with them. But when you're rivals for life... Maya, please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. And he's not coming... You're saying this again. You're lying to me, Phoenix. There's no way he's gone. No way. You can't take Edgeworth from me. No. Not after Duncan Rob, but you can't take Edgeworth, no. What? Wait a sec. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed to the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick? Oh god. Something happened to Edgeworth and I'm scared. June 21st, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? Oh god. So that's his successor. What is with this girl? Mr. Wright, are you finally prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh god. You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct? Hold on. So this kid is the famed prosecutor Von Karma? I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany to come and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Oh god, she's got a whip. Oh boy. Revenge. Is this about her father, Manfred Von Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Did she just whip him? I'm talking. Oh boy. Run and hide, run and hide. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Oh. Oh, make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of the Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. What is the defense's position? Your Honor. Does the defense wish to enter the plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool whose foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. Okay, 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense? A plea usually reserved for a person, or when a person unintentionally kills the defense of him, in defense of himself. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but... The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because the plea justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. That is true. Oh boy. How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. Oh god, I'm scared to hear what her objection's gonna be like. Oh god. The other Von Karma's objection was terrifying. Witness, your name and occupation. Yes, sir. My name's Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Why'd he get what? Wait. Gumshoe didn't even do anything wrong that time. Poor Gumshoe. Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? The look of disbelief on the judge's face is... Doesn't he know about this? Wasn't that used in a court case? Wasn't he there? I don't remember. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke down the door and rushed into the room. Ah, and that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I've ever presided over. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time, then. Cause of death. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used a pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Huh. So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. First, let me read the fine print. He was shot in the forehead, point blank. Okay, same thing. You may question the witness. Cause of death. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. Where did the pistol come from, first of all, is one thing I want to know. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim? Now, why would he have...
Objection!
Oh, that's the objection? Huh, interesting. Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you were missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? Along with the victims. The defendant, Maya Faye's, were also on the grip, sir. Huh. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. Huh. I looked right into her hands there. The shot was fired from point-blank range. Point blank, huh? So how far away was it? It was anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how do you know he was shot at point blank? Oh boy, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn? When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, but that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? It looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, Maya Faye's fingerprints are all over it. Huh. All over it, huh? This does not look good. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause death instantaneous death. How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. His testimony makes Maya look like she had stabbed him with the intent to kill. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yep, sure as can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool, who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. She really likes that word. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter, then, which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Phoenix, right? What a pain. That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the two murder weapons with me today. Very well, the court accepts them into evidence. Okay, we got a pistol and a knife. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. And the 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them? Huh. This does seem like an open and shut case. Naturally. This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there? This is quite true. Mr. Wright. Yes? Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. That if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. See? Just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes. What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. Is this your final chance? This is a huge decision. I better think this through all the way. No. We can't fall into that trap. We're not guilty. She's not guilty. If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to a murder. After the trial, Mai's life would be destroyed, and she'd be labeled a murderer. And there's still a couple people I'm suspicious about. And I want to see this through. Can't let that happen. Your Honor. Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. Detective. Yes, sir. Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike. Yes, sir. Now, see here. Proceedings are run by... oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, Detective, and give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. It's the pictures in it. Oh. Oh, it's the oh, okay. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes? Could this situation get any worse? Huh, what's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your legs, with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Oh, what was this? Let me look at the piece of evidence we're talking about right now first. Clothes Maya was wearing at the time of the murder. Blood splatters on it. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to press through this. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? You're kind of scary today, you know, pal? Come now, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court. Alright, just please stop glaring at me like that. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. Okay. Maya's costume? Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today, too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? This blood on the costume. Lab results show that it is the victim's blood. Huh. So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. Huh. Were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well... If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Time to move on. Yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Now even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Well, Gumshoe was about to say something else though, and I do feel like I might need that right now. Because other than that, I mean, it's pretty clear this is the victim's blood on it, and Maya was wearing this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to press further, probably. I need something to go off of. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be a clue somewhere on this costume. I just have to look harder. Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it. Ah, looks like my time is up. So about the costume. Let me look at this. Maybe oh god, I have to go with this. Your Honor. Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Where's this problem you're talking about? I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. Oh, I see what he's talking about. That looks like a gunshot into the... looks like a gunshot right there. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. Although I couldn't see that when it's folded, so I was just going off a guess there. Whew. So hopefully this worked out. The sleeve. There's a tiny hole there. A hole? But that wasn't in the report.